going on, everybody? How y'all feel? It's Clarence Brown with Male Point of Views coming at you again, man. I just want to introduce a good friend of mine, my brother, funny comedian, man, outstanding comedian, man. You got to check him out when you head out on the scene, improv, wherever you're at in the Tampa Bay area, in the Southeast area, in Florida. You got to check this brother out. But he's going to be joining us and joining me for this podcast, this Male Translation podcast. And I just want to give everybody an introduction on him and kind of get a closer insight on my brother and kind of get to know him a little bit better if you don't already know him. And if you do know him, you know, it's just, you already know how crazy this fool is. But tonight we're just going to do an interview. I just want to ask my boy a few questions, kind of get a better insight on him doing the podcast, just his lifestyle as a comedian and, you know, dealing with relationship situations because, you know, he's a married man as well. So we just want to touch base on a few questions. I want to ask you, first off, you know, I just want to say thank you, man, for coming to the show.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. And that intro was amazing. I mean, you definitely made me sound better than the end pieces of the bread.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, you know, I want to make sure people, you know, understand you ain't nobody off the street, you know.
Right.
The bottom of the barrel, everything like that. You know, I appreciate and I support you, bro.
Well,
you know
what I'm doing,
bro. Everything. But first of all, I wanted to ask you, just for the people who don't know you, know, like I told you, you know, my brother's a real good comedian, up and coming right now. Shared the stages with a lot of famous comedians, Lunel,
Benji Brown, Red Grant.
Yeah, man, a lot of names that you may know of or might have seen out on TV or just in different comedy areas. You might have seen those bigger names. My brother shared the same stage with them. So, like I say, man, I was just starting the interview out. I just wanted to ask you the first question to start it out and let my viewers and let the people who follow you also know, you know, about you a little bit more. But I wanted to kind of get an insight on, you know, what made you do the comedy, because I know it was something that I've known you for a long time, you know, coming up. And you always been a funny brother, but, you know, for you to actually do comedy as a profession and try to be successful at it, you know, it's another animal. It's a different beast, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So
kind of give people, you know, insight on what it's like to be a comedian, what really made you decide to do it full time, or what made you want to kind of go into it with both feet.
Well, to be a comedian is really a gift and a blessing in itself. I mean, anytime you're able to go around, travel to different parts of the world, cities, state to state, and make people laugh, it's a blessing. It's a humbling experience, and I'm just enjoying the ride. As far as taking on that role, I never would have saw myself in this place. I actually didn't even, it's nothing that I actually even wanted to do. I got into comedy, man. I was at a job. Long story short, I was at a job. I was in the break room making some people laugh. And this young brother approached me. He said, "What, are you a comedian?" And I said, like, "Me? Like, nah, man. I'm just in the break room just shooting, you know, talking trash with you know, my fellow co-workers." And after work, he met me in the parking lot. And he said, "Hey, man, you want to follow me somewhere? We're going down to Ybor City." And I said, "Okay, cool, no problem." You know, thinking we just going to kick it, you know. So I followed him down to Ybor City here in Tampa. And he took me to the Improv.
Right.
And we walked over to the Improv, and he said, "Hey, man, you got a gift. The way you make people laugh is ridiculous. And you should be getting paid the rest of your life for making people laugh."
Right.
And we stood there. We stood in front of the Improv door. And he said, "Man, they have an open mic here every Wednesday night. You should come." And he said, "I can take you to the door, but I can't walk in for you, man."
Right.
And he left me there, kid. I mean, he walked off. And I watched this man walk off, and he never turned around. And I was like, really? Like, it was like a movie scene.
Right.
And a couple weeks later, I went and did the open mic, and next thing you know, I've been hitting the stage with Red Grant and Lunel, and
man,
it's been going since then,
bro,
man. You know,
hey, you funnier than you probably think you are.
Then I think I am,
But a lot of people, you know, they really draw to your comedy, and you know what I mean. They really appreciate, you know, you going out there, and a lot of people that in the area that know you, you know what I'm saying, they just want to see you do well and be successful, because, you know, it's like, you know.
And I definitely appreciate that support, man. You as well. The support I've been getting around the city of Tampa and surrounding cities has been overwhelming at times. Like, well, I can't believe it.
Right. I mean, like, who's some of the people you think that inspire you, you know, like, kind of.
Oh, man, you know, coming up, man, I always enjoyed Sinbad. Sinbad was probably one of my favorite comics because he's just a genuinely funny guy without cursing.
Right.
And anytime you can be funny without cursing, then you something special.
Right.
Because you know us, our people, we like to hear it raw.
Right.
But he can make you laugh without using a vulgar word at all. So he's always been a big influence on myself. And then Bernie Mac, who I relate to the most, you know, he give you that raw, but at the same time it's intellectual, and it come from a real place. It's comedy.
True.
And that's what my comedy come from. It's a point of view for everyday people.
Right. It's
everyday stuff that's funny, and it's things that I say, things that everyday people are afraid to say. I have the ability to get on stage and say it for you, and make it funny.
Oh man, yeah, you right about that, bro. I definitely from experience, I seen you know be able to do that, and you know what I'm saying, you really clever at the way you put it together, and you know what I mean. Like I say, bro, I appreciate being able to support somebody that's doing it, and somebody I know that's able to make the people laugh, and especially like I say, ever since I know you had that gift and ability, you know what I mean. So that's one thing, but also like when did you feel like you wanted to do it, and you felt like you could be successful at doing it? Because a lot of people, they get out there, right? And, they got the right intentions, but then they don't have the execution too with it, right? And just sometimes they feel like they're not going to be successful.
Well, I certainly didn't get into it for the stardom, because I've been a star my whole life. I've been famous before this. Yeah. So, that wasn't a problem. After I was given my first opportunity to perform on the big stage at the Tampa Improv, the reception I got after was amazing. And it was kind of like an out-of-body experience. Like, damn, it's a possibility you can do this.
Right, they really feeling me.
Like, they feeling me, you know what I'm saying? So, from that moment, I was like, why not? That was it. It was like, why not? So, I go home, and as the shows continued to come and the reception became greater, the
was like the
possibility was like this could happen. It became endless. Like, you could do this probably the rest of your life. Yeah. And that's when it hit. Like, because to be able to go on stage and do 30 minutes to an hour of comedy and make that a career, that's not a career. Yeah. That's an opportunity. Yeah. A career is being a doctor, something that is going to always be there. But in comedy, that's hit or miss. Right. Just because you was funny Thursday night don't mean you're going to be funny Friday night.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's just a great opportunity, and for the opportunity to keep presenting itself, and for people to still find me funny, at this stage of my career, even though it's just the beginning, is it opens doors, and it opens my mind to maybe I can do this the rest of my life.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into the relationship side of it, because like I mentioned, you are married artist, we're going to call you an artist.
Right, because that's what I am, because I'm sensitive about my...
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, right.
So, but I mean, like, with you doing shows and things like that, how does it get when, at the end of the show, it's females that approach you, or, they feeling how you did your set and you did your thing, and so now they kind of...
So we finna get into the groupie thing.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, everybody know it's out there, you know what I mean? Right. Like you say, when people, you out there on stage, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of a thing where everybody want to be with something that's popping. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, you doing your thing and you making things happen. So
henceforth, the groupies will come.
Yeah. So I mean, how you deal with that?
It's tough. It's actually tough, and I just want to go ahead and put this out there. As a comic, we don't get the groupie love that rappers get or singers get, because we always get put in this box like, oh, he's so funny. I look at you like my brother. We get friend zoned because we so funny. Yeah. But with that being said, we still have, those that, they're just attracted to the light, and they want to be with that guy they just seen get off stage. So we do have groupies, I guess. And you just have to try to handle it the best way you can.
I mean, so how you go about doing that?
I try to stay as professional as I can, and I try not to hug too tight or get too friendly.
Yeah,
and they be like, "Hey, thank you. All right, now appreciate that."
But let me go now.
Right now, let me go. But if you keep pinching my ass like that, I might do something to you. I might drop it in your drawers. But I mean, as a man, and being in entertainment and having a wife, you just have to go about it accordingly. In all seriousness, at the end of the day, you can't fight them off you, because these are the people that's potentially supporting you, writing your checks. Exactly. So you have to make them feel appreciated and as welcome as you can. You know, so with that in mind, I'll be as courteous as I can, as cordial as I can be, without being disrespectful to myself and to my wife.